Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ya Rabbi lakal hamdu kama yanbawi li jalali wajhika wa azimi sultanik. Allahumma rabbana lakal hamdu bima khalaqtana wa razaqtana wa hadaytana wa farrajta anna. Allahumma lakal hamdu bil iman wa lakal hamdu bil islam wa lakal hamdu bil Quran. Amma ba'd, fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidna ilma. Allahumma faqqihna fid din. Allahumma faqqihna fid din. Allahumma faqqihna fid din. Allahumma inna nas'aluka ilman nafi'an wa amalan mutaqabbalan wa rizqan tayyiba. Allahumma thabbitna indal mauti bila ilaha illallah. Ameen ya rabbal alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Inshallah, we are going to continue with Ism Usul, Sila, and Aid, inshallah. And that is going to be our last lesson on that topic. And inshallah, then next class we are going to start a new topic. So Aid, we can remember it as a relator because it relates, right? So what is Aid? Can someone remind me? What is an Aid? If someone asks you, what is the definition of an Aid?
Aid is a pronoun which is found in the Silatul Mawsul. And it goes back to the Ism Mawsul. It is related to the Ism Mawsul. It should be, it should match in gender and type, I think. Gender and number and gender.
Gender and number. Perfect.
Yes.
That's the perfect definition of Aid. So Aid is a pronoun within the Sila which refers back to Ism Mawsul. It can appear as an attached pronoun. What are the example of attached pronoun? Damir, Muttasil. The cousins of the detached pronoun, right? So Damir Muttasil, someone remind me what is Damir Muttasil and Damir Munfasil? What's the difference?
One is independent pronoun and other is attached pronoun.
Not one. Which one?
Zamir Munfasil is independent.
Exactly.
And it is Rafa.
And
Zamir Muttasil is dependent. It is attached pronoun and it is Rafa and Nasab, depending on where it is attached.
Perfect. So Damir Munfasil is huwa, huma, whom, right? Hiya, huma, hunna, all that 14 pronoun. And they stand by themselves, right? So they are Damir Munfasil. So you can remember them independent pronoun. But now we are old enough to remember the Arabic term which is Damir Munfasil. So independent pronoun and Damir Muttasil are which one? Who?
Ha, whom, ka,
huma,
Huma.
or even for ha, ya. For the hiya would be ha, right? So these ones. And they are Damir Munfasil, as sister said, that they are always going to be Rafa. That's why they become Mubtada, right? In Jumla Ismiya, when they are coming, they are Mubtada. And Damir Muttasil, what role they can play?
If they have a verb before them, then they are in the nasab state.
And if there is an ism before them, then they are the jars.
Yeah, so they can be nasab or they can jar. And if they attach to fail, what is their role? Attach plus
مفعول به.
مفعول
exact.
به.
Yeah, so
مفعول به.
fail plus attached pronoun, let's say who, that is always mafulun bihi.
مفعول به.
No second thought about it, okay? Always mafulun bihi. So this is attached pronoun. The ayat could be attached pronoun. It could be detached pronoun, meaning the mere munfasil. And it could be inside. What does that mean, inside?
Inside the fail.
Fail. Inside the
Exactly.
fail.
Inside the fail.
مستتر.
Inside the fail, not mustatir, it could be any, right? So inside, even when we say let's say if I say muslimuna, if I say muslimuna, so what's inside?
Home.
Home.
Right? And if I say naswaru, what is inside?
Home.
Home.
Huma.
Okay. Huwa.
No, home.
No, sorry, home.
Hold your ears for 1 hour. Because wow is telling us this is home, right? Okay, so this is inside or implied pronoun. Implied, like we saw the example that sometimes what's gonna happen, that ma fis samawati wal ard. Ma fis samawati. So you see, we don't have any pronoun over here, right? So what is implied? That huwa is implied over here. Ma huwa fis samawati wal ard. Whatever is in the heaven and the earth belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So ma is referring back to, huwa is referring back to ma. Okay, so that is implied mean. So we are going to find within the sila a pronoun, and this pronoun can be attached, it can be detached, it could be inside, it could be implied. It always matches in number and gender with the ism mawsul, and there is no equivalent of aid in English. So in English, there is no such thing that pronoun need to go back to something like that, right? So the I concept is only in Arabic. And it is disregard when translating. That's why when we have ayat and we try to translate, we basically ruining the translation of English. Because in English, that ayat is not going to make sense. We are not supposed to translate the ayat. Example, hazihi, this is a feminine pointer, right? The singular one, hazihi jahannamu. So this is Jahannam. Allati, which, yukadzibu, he rejected or he denied or he rejected or belied, whatever. Biha, because kazzaba is always going to come with, when we are denying something, rejecting something, it is always going to come with ba. They are married. So that's why ba came, and with this ba we have ha. Where this ha going back to?
Allati.
Allati, because allati is feminine, singular, right? So they are matching in number and gender. Biha, so this is Jahannam, which he used to deny it. Al-mujrimuna. So now what is the status of al-mujrimun?
That's the outside door for yukazibu.
Exactly. So this is Rafa, right? And that is the outside door of yukazibu. So that's why now we're gonna say this is Jahannam, which criminals or sinners
Denied.
rejected it. Rejected it or denied it. So if in English you say this is the Jahannam which criminal rejected, is completely fine. You don't have to say it. Right?
Okay. Okay, yeah.
We are going extra mile to translate it because in Arabic it is there. But in English translation, you don't have to translate the ayat because it is not going to make sense. Make sense here?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Yes.
So how we are going to label it? Let's label it. Yeah. Someone need to try.
Hazihi. Can I try?
Yeah.
हाज़िही तो ये जो है इसमें इशारा है जहन्नमु
Ismul ishara lil. We need to do everything in detail now because that is going to be our revision. So ismul ishara lil.
Oh, lil qareeb.
Lil Kareeb and
And it is masculine. It is masculine.
Limonus, you can say.
Oh, limonus. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Singular and proper.
Singular.
And proper.
Or you can say Wahid Muannas.
Wahid Muannas. Okay.
Li Wahid Muannas.
Marifa.
It is proper. Marifa.
Perfect. What else?
What else? Lil Qareeb. I think we covered everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Jahannamu is partially flexible. Jahannamu, Jahannama, Jahannamu. So ये इसमें proper है. And हाज़िही जहन्नमु अल्लती से जो है इसमें we are starting.
अभी अल्लती पे नहीं जाएं, पहले मुझे बताएं रोल क्या प्ले कर रहा है जहन्नम यहाँ पे.
यहाँ पर हाज़िही जो है मुब्तदा हो जाएगा. और जहन्नमु जो है फिर यहाँ से खबर. It will be we are starting the खबर.
So hazihi is mubtada because ismul ishara, and after ismul ishara we do not have al, right? So this is not a fragment, rather it's a
sentence,
right? So hazihi our mubtada and jahannamu is our khabar. This is jahannam. The sentence is complete. So this is our jumla ismiya.
Right. Now, now jahannamu is also proper ism. इसमें मार्फा. Now we are starting allati. Allati जो है इसमें मौसूल है and it is feminine, singular. And yukazibu is fi'l madari, fa'iluhu huwa. But when it is huwa, we are looking for outside door, which will be al-mujrimun. Biha is jar majroor. Jar majroor. And now allati.
What jar majroor, what role it is playing, what we're gonna label it?
It is mutallaqul bil fail.
Fail, MBF.
MBF. So basically इसमें मौसूल is a full jumla failure here. And allati plus.
Someone's mic is very loud. Who is that? Mehreen? I didn't do co-host, should I?
Sure.
I'm so sorry.
Oh God.
Okay, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so isme mausool khilatul mausool here. Now we will look what is the role of isme mausool khilatul mausool in this sentence. So jahannamu is khabar, but it is also marfa. When it is marfa, it can be the this whole segment isme mausool khilatul mausool is coming as a safa for jahannam.
Sifa, not safa. Sifa.
Sifa for
Sifa.
Jahannam.
Perfect.
So that's what it is. And
so in Sifa, who is our Mawsuf?
Jahannam.
Jahannam is Mawsuf?
Jahannam, yeah. It's a different, it is not like, it's a little different structure here, complex.
Yeah, this is
Sifa.
complex Sifa.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. So Jahannamu is Mawsuf, and the whole sentence, Allati yukazzibu bihal mujrimun, the whole sentence, which is Ism Mawsul plus its sila, is playing the role of Sifa of Jahannam. Because
Right.
it is describing Jahannam, right? So this is the Jahannam which they used to deny it.
I see.
And the ha, as I already said, this is the aid over here, and we don't have to translate the aid over there.
Yeah, that's very important, because when we are translating, if we translate ha, doesn't make sense. So
yeah, it's confusing, and you are just struggling how to do that, right? So when we know that, okay, this is aid, and if we do not translate it, it doesn't hurt, right? So that will make our job easy, inshallah.
Thank you.
Very good, mashallah, barakallah fiki. Okay, so now what is that over here? We will see different so basically, yeah, okay, so now we are looking at, look at the first example, alladhi ra'aytum. So what is the translation? Alladhi, the one who, ra'aytum, you all saw.
Yeah,
right? So now alladhi is our ism mawsul, ra'aytum is our sila. Where is our aid? Aid is missing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you know that allazi has huwa, ra'aytum is antum. Right? So they are not matching. If it was ra'a, just ra'a, huwa version. If it was allazi ra'a, then we do not need aid. Why? Because allazi and ra'a are same. Allazi has huwa and ra'a has huwa. Right? But when our sila and our ism mawsul, they are not matching, right? They are talking about different, but allazi, the one who, right? So this is huwa version, the one who, and ra'aytum, you all saw, they are not same person, right? Ra'aytum is not same person. Allazi is someone different, and ra'aytum is different, right?
Yeah.
So when they are different, then we have to have aid. So it should be allazi ra'ayt. How we are going to add aid with it?
Ra'aytahu.
That is a test. How we can add aid to it? Remember, that was our, when we were doing fail.
Like, just like, I think it is implied, it will be before the
no, we have to aid.
الذي رأيتموه.
Exactly. Jazakallah khairan kasira. Who is that?
Amar.
Kamar?
Amar.
Good, Sister Kamar. This is how it should be. That was our thing when we were learning about fail. Whenever we have antum siga, right, and we need to add any pronoun with it, what we do? We add this waw. You guys are forgetting things, right? Ra'aytumuhu, you're gonna. And this who is referring back to alladhi, and this is the ayat. Okay, so translation, we're gonna say the one who you all saw. We're not gonna say you all saw him, right? That will not make sense. You get it?
Yes.
Everyone? Yeah. So this is allazi ra'aytumuhu. It should be. But in Quran Pak, many places we will see that it is missing, right? And it missed for a reason. And I explained that reason last class. When it will be a good example, I will explain again. So next one, allazi yusalli. Allazi, the one who, and then yusalli mean he prays, right? So the one who, literally it should be the one who he prays, right?
Yeah.
But when they are matching, right? So allazi has huwa and yusalli has huwa. So we are not going to repeat this huwa again in the translation, right? So we're gonna say the one who prays,
Praise.
right? We're not gonna say the one who he prays. Doesn't make sense. And basically that is inside pronoun inside aid over here, going back to allazi, right?
Yeah.
So that is important, how to translate it. When they are matching, right, then we do not bring huwa or whatever pronoun is in the translation. But when they are not matching, then we can do that. For example, in the first example, allazi ra'aytum, we are translating the one who you all saw, right? So we are translating this antum.
Yeah.
But allazi yusalli, we're not gonna say the one who he prays, right? So this is also important because we know that Isam Mosul as allazi allazina is used in Quran Pak a lot, right? So we should be able to translate it properly. Make sense to everyone?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Next one, allazina allamtu. What is the translation? Allazina allamtum. Allamtu, sorry.
Those who I taught.
Allazina, those who, and allamtu, I taught. Now, allazina is who? Whom? And allamtu is what pronoun inside?
Anta.
Anta, I. Not anta, Mehreen. What you doing?
Anna, sorry, Anna. I is Anna. Yes, sorry. I was looking at two.
Yeah. You don't have any gunjaish of
No, sir, actually, I was focusing on muting that person. That's why I was like, sorry.
I know you are distracted, subhanallah. As allazina whom and allamtu, I taught. Right? So do you think we need aid over here or not?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Why we need aid here?
Because the alamtu is Anna and alazina is home.
Exactly, because they are different, okay? So that's why we need an ayat. And what should be the ayat?
Home.
Home. So allazina allam to whom?
Okay.
Okay, allazina allam to whom? And how we gonna translate? We're not gonna say those who I taught them. We're gonna just say those who I taught.
Won't translate the ayat.
Hmm?
We will not translate the whom again.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make sense. Right? That makes translation even confusing. So that's why we need to avoid it. Okay, next one. Next one we already did. So hazi jahannam allati yukazzibu bihal mujrimun. So allati is talking about jahannam and yukazzibu talking about mujrimun. Right? So yukazzibu is talking about mujrimun and allati is talking about jahannam. So these are two different things, right? So that's why ayat need to come. And that's why I came over in this, we can see ha is the Aid over here, right?
Yeah.
So we need to pay attention. Even we cannot just say that allati is here and yukazibu is huwa. So basically they are singular, so it's okay, right? So they are matching. But we need to pay attention that allati is talking about Jahannam and yukazibu, the huwa in it, is talking about mujrimun, right? So they are not same. So if Isam Mosul is not talking about the same thing, sorry, Isam Mosul and its Sila, right? Isam Mosul and Sila, their pronoun are talking about two different things, then Aid has to come.
Ah, okay.
Okay, no, note when Isam Mosul and Silatu who matching in number and gender, Aid not required. Okay, look at the example. Innal mauta allazi tafirruna minhu. Who can dissect this part of ayah? Hello. You guys are able to hear me?
Yes, Ustad.
Why you guys are so quiet? I said something happened to Zoom. Okay, well, if you are scared of, you know, I always help. So why you guys are scared? I have no idea. So what is inna?
Inna is nasab. Al-Mauta is ismuha.
Perfect. So that is
Al-Mauta
our mubtada.
is mubtada. And then allazi tafirruna minhu is the khabar. And then allazi has huwa in it. Tafirruna, the meaning
The
is
farar.
oh the one okay. Tafirruna, you were running
You
away.
all are running away.
Minhu
From it.
from it. So the minhu who is going back to allazi huwa. So that's the ayat.
But see, allazi is huwa, and
Yeah.
then tafirruna, right? This is
Yeah.
antum version.
That's why we
They,
needed an ayat in the beginning.
exactly. They are not talking about the same thing, because allazi is talking about maut,
Yeah.
right? And that is the sifa of maut.
Yeah.
Okay, it is describing the maut, that the maut you guys are running away, trying to run away, right? So allazi is talking about maut, and tafirruna is talking about people.
Yeah.
Two different things, right? So that's why Aid is coming.
Yeah, so if it was like if there was like huwa in the firu, then we won't need
Even then, no, even then, because
okay.
allazi is talking about maut and
Yeah,
tafirru
yes.
is talking about people, right? So
Yes.
even though we need that, Aid.
Yeah.
So we need to pay attention that what Isam Mosul and Sila talking about. If they are talking about same
Excuse
thing,
me. I'm really sorry to disturb you all, but I cannot find these examples in my PDF.
you can take a screenshot right now. I might have added it later.
I'll
Just
put
take
it in
a
the group.
screenshot. Yeah.
I'll put it in the group.
Thank you very much.
Sometimes when I'm just revising my lesson and how to deliver it, so I add a few things, you know, that's why sometimes something is missing. So you guys are always can take a screenshot. Okay, so now since they are talking about two different things, that's why Aid has to come, and that's why we can see that Aid is there. And then allazi tafiruna, the whole sentence is a mosul, and its sila is basically the sifa of maut, right? And what we're gonna say fi mahalli? What is fi mahalli over here? This sifa.
Sifa, Masuf Sifa.
It should be nasab, right?
Exactly, because mauta is nasab.
Mauta is nasab, so.
Exactly. If we are saying that the whole thing is the sifa of maut, then we need to look what is the status of maut,
Yeah.
which is
Nasab.
nasab. So that's why we're gonna say sifa of mauta fi mahalli nasab. Everyone is clear?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
I only hear you, Mehreen.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't mute anybody, so they
Are
can.
you talking about on behalf of everyone?
so it should match with the Masuf in status. That's what you're saying?
Exactly. Mosuf sifa. You guys forgot Mosuf sifa fragment?
No, I mean with this complex sifa, we still have
Yeah,
to match.
it's not going to match in all 4 properties, but at least status should be the same. And that's
Female,
why we are saying fi mahalli, right? Because the
female.
sentence is not going to show us. It's not one word, right?
Right, exactly. Right. So,
Yeah.
okay.
So we're
Female.
gonna say fi mahalli nasab because we are saying that maut is mosuf and the sentence is sifa, right? So they should match at least in status. Fi mahalli nasab, that's why.
Okay. Jazakallah.
Right, okay. Next example, alladhina, those who, jitu, what is jitu mean?
Came to
Ja'a, yeah, ja'a mean came,
he came
right?
to
But
me.
it is when ja'a be, it mean bring or
Bring,
brought.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I brought. Those who
Yeah,
I
so
brought.
I didn't see
alladhina,
him after. Yeah.
alladhina, those who jitu bihim, we brought it. We
I
brought them.
brought.
Them.
Oh, sorry, I brought. Yeah, I brought. And literally translation would be I brought them because of this him, right? But we are not going to translate that. This him is the ayat.
Okay, yeah.
So allazina is whom, jitu is ana, right? So they are not same thing they are talking about. So that's why ayat has to come. Make sense?
Yes.
That is our last lecture or session on ayat. So you should be all clear on it. Okay, so then we said that ayat, which we can, English name can be relator, right? So the connector, which refers to ism mawsul, is called ayat, right? So ism mawsul and the sila, within the sila, we're gonna have a pronoun which is going back to ism mawsul, and that is basically the ayat. What is the placement? It is present inside silatul mawsul. Match. Ayat should match in number and gender with ism mawsul, not translated. So we saw all these things, okay? So that is basically the summary. Then we already saw that ayat can be attached, damir munfasil, sorry, damir muttasil, detached, damir munfasil, inside meaning it could be in the fail, right? Or even it could be, as I gave you the example of muslimuna, right? So when we say muslimuna, we know that whom is inside, right? Then implied I gave you example already. We say lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. So lillahi ma, and then huwa is basically implied over there. Ma huwa fis samawati. Clear on these things?
Yes, alhamdulillah. Nobody else is saying that, so I have to say.
It is understood.
Yes, ma'am. Alhamdulillah.
You are
Sil-
taking their responsibility, Marine.
Silence
No, I'm
silence means
screaming.
yes.
Silence could be khatarnak as well.
Silence means yes or
I didn't get it.
or no, not at all.
Okay. So now let's unpack this statement first. Okay, look at this example. Ar-rajulun, the man, allazi, who, allamahu, he taught him, right? Literary translation I'm doing. Al-ustazu numanu. What is the role of al-ustazu numanu here?
That's the outside door of Allah.
Exactly. So that means the man who Ustad Noman taught him.
Him. Yeah.
Okay. And then Ustazun fi Mahdi Kalamin. Mahad mean institute and Kalam is the name of the institute. So he is himself a teacher in institute Kalam. So how are we gonna break it down? Let's say who can do it.
So Ar-rajulu is the ism and it's proper. So it can be the mubtada.
Mubtada, perfect. The whole
Mubtada.
thing is our khabar then, right? Easy.
Yes,
And
the
now we
whole
can further
sentence.
break down, yeah.
Yeah. And Allazi is the ism mawsool, and the sentence after it, Allamahu al-Ustadu Numan, Ustadu fi Mahdi Kalam is the Silatul Mawsool.
The whole thing.
I think that
Actually,
Ustazun Noman, that's
yeah, we need to stop
okay.
here.
Yeah, because that's another sentence. So,
Exactly.
Then
That
there is
is
another.
yeah, that is separate.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Now we need to further break it down.
Then we, as far as I remember, when we said that there is a proper ism before the ism mawsool, then the ism mawsool and the silatul mawsool becomes the sifa of that ism.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay.
Then
So
allazi
we have proper
allamahu.
ism, and after that, if we find this ism mawsool and sila fragment, basically that is going to be the sifa of that proper ism. Perfect. Yeah. So now, where is the I?
Allazi is allazi. The ayat should be who. Allazi is the man who. So allamahu. Allamahu mein jo who hai, that goes back to that man, no?
Exactly.
I think that is
the I,
the
basically.
and that is the attached ayat.
Yeah, exactly. And we already said that Ustad Noman is the file over here for Allah, because that is the Huwa version. Perfect. See, it's easy. It's not hard. So the man who Ustad Noman taught him, right? And we are not going to translate that him, right? So just this is good enough. The man who Ustad Noman taught, right? Basically, this is the one. And then further about this person is that he is basically huwa Ustazun fi Mahdi Kalamin. And then Ustazu is our
Khabar.
So yeah,
It
that
should be
is the
mubtada.
because
Ustad.
because we are saying
oh yeah, Sif Mawsuf is
yeah, exactly.
mubtada.
So we are not gonna say just ar-rajulu is mubtada because we that is the sifa, right? So the whole thing is basically the mubtada, and then ustazu fi mahdi kalamin is the khabar.
Khabar number.
Khabar and then fi mahdi kalam.
Khabar, right?
MBK.
Okay.
And then we are going to the whole sentence, and this
Now, Ustazun is the
We
khabar
need
because
to,
it's referred.
exactly, we
The
need to
whole
first
sentence
know
is mubtada.
the whole sentence. We're gonna say this is the khabar, and this is basically jumla ismiya coming as a khabar, right? But we can further break down this khabar,
Okay.
right? So in that thing, we're gonna say al ustazu. Sorry, ustazun is what?
Mubtada?
Khabar.
Yeah.
Khabar.
No. Why khabar?
No, when you're separating it, then it's a mubtada. Khabar is when it was as a whole. Ustazun fi Mahdi Kalam was the khabar, jumla ismiya, and then Ustazun separately is a mubtada.
So macro and micro label, remember?
Yeah.
Okay. So macro label is that ar-rajulu allazi allamahu ustadu Noman. So this is Mosuf Sifa fragment coming as a mubtada.
Right.
Right. And then ustazu fi Mahdi Kalamin, the whole jumla ismiya. This is jumla ismiya, right? And this jumla ismiya is khabar.
Yes.
But this is not one word, right? So we can further break down this khabar.
All right.
Right? And then we can say ustazu is our mubtada and fi Mahdi Kalamin is MB.
Okay.
Okay.
This is how it should be, right?
Khabar. So you put
but how can ustazun be mubtada?
Because
if you remove the rest of the things, it's ar-rajulun ustazun. So the man is a teacher. So the ustaz is always a khabar, right?
no, ustazun is not ar-rajulu is proper, right? And ustazu is common.
Okay.
Excuse me, Ustaza. What I understand from this is that ar-rajulu is the first rafa that we see here. So that should be the mubtada. And together the ar-rajulu and allazi allamahu ustadu Noman is the mawsuf and sifa. And then the whole sentence, when we see the whole sentence, allazi ar-rajulu allazi allamahu al-ustadu Noman is the mubtada. Ustazu is the khabar. We are talking about this person. This person, we are giving more information.
No, we cannot separate.
Al-Ustazu Noman is the file of Allama, right?
Yeah.
वो तो अलग से सेंटेंस है ना, अल्लामाहुल मुस्तादु नोमान, उसका फाइल है अल उस्तादु नोमान. ठीक है ना? तो फिर उसके बाद ये कि then this ustadu is the khabar of this mubtada, ar-rajulu ustadu Noman. We are talking about this man. So this ustadu is giving us more information about this man, that who is this man?
Yeah, that's what Ustaza said, that Ustazun fi Mahdi Kalam is the khabar of ar-rajul.
That's what we are saying, okay? That's what we are saying, you know?
The khabar, and fi Mahdi Kalam is the mutalik bil khabar. This is the whole sentence. That is what I may be wrong because I'm not very good at it, but
ustazan जो है ना नकरा है ना, इसमें नकरा है, मार्फा नहीं है, तो खबर will be more suitable probably.
No, but this is, yeah, okay. This is what I'm taking it as, that ar-rajulu, as we said that, okay, this is Mosuf Sifa, the whole thing over here, and when we are looking at a bigger picture, right? So ar-rajulu allazi allamahu ustadu Noman, this, the whole thing is our mubtada. Okay, and then what is the khabar of it? Okay, because he's talking about allazi, the one who, it is talking about ar-rajulu, the man, right?
Yes.
So ustazu fi Mahdi Kalamin is the khabar of this ar-rajulu, that he is ustad in the thing.
Yes.
But now this khabar is itself jumla ismiya. It is not one word, right? So that's why we can further break down this khabar, and this khabar is jumla ismiya, and then we're gonna have mubtada and mbk over there, because we can not just label, okay, this is the khabar and that's it. We have many other components over there. We need to describe them, right?
Ustad, if I'm not getting it wrong, I think what she means is like, Ar-Rajul Alladhi Allamahu Al-Ustaz Al-Noman is the Mubtada, Ustazun is the Khabar, and then Fi Mahdi Qalam is the MBK. I think that's what she's trying to say, is it?
That's yes, that's
okay.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that also makes sense. But Fi Mahdi Kalamin is related to Ustazu, right?
Yes.
So then
Mutalik bil khabar ho
basically,
gaya na.
yeah, so
Yeah.
basically the same thing, right? So we can take them as one sentence because Fi Mahdi MBK is related to this khabar.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So they can be taken as same thing. So same way, round and round, basically kaan ko yahan se pakad lo ya wahan se. Right? So if we are saying we cannot just say Ustazu is the khabar and then this is the thing because they are related. This MBK is related to khabar, right? So
Yeah.
basically again they are one thing, right? So
Yes.
that's why I'm still saying that we can take it as a Jumla Ismiya and then we can, basically it is a Khabar, but Khabar can be the whole Jumla Ismiya or Jumla Fi'liya, right?
Yeah.
And that's why we need to further break down when there is a sentence or there is more than one word, right?
Then the khabar will be mazoof in Ustadun fi Mahd
Or what we can do Huwa Ustazu.
Right.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Huwa Ustazu fi Mahdi Kalamin, and then we can say Huwa is Mubtada, Ustazu is Khabar, and then
Right.
this is MBK.
Right. That makes more sense.
Yeah. See? There is always a way. Subhanallah. Yeah. I was just cooking in the morning, right? So my mind is still in the and these are not my examples. I just got it from somewhere, so that's why they are first time I'm looking at them. That's not a good idea to put them if you didn't go through properly. Okay, next one. Now this is the example of detached aid. So only appears when silatul mawsul is jumla ismiya. So detached pronoun or detached aid gonna appear in what case? When silatul mawsul is jumla ismiya. So it says qabaltu. Qabala mean to meet. Qabaltu, I met. Allati, the one who. Darisatun, studied. Fil madrasati, in the school. So now what is happening over here? Qabaltu, this is our jumla failure, right? So failun madin failuhu ana, right? Failuhu ana. So I met. Allati, now what is allati doing here?
That's maf'ulun bihi coming as Jumla Ismiya.
Exactly. MashaAllah. Barakallah fiki. So this is our maf'ulun bihi. I met who? The one who. Now allati is maf'ulun bihi. And the sila is here darisatun fil madrasati, the whole thing.
Yeah.
This is our maf'ulun bihi basic. And now we can further see, this is just maf'ulun bihi, but we have to further break it down.
Yeah.
Right?
Jumla Ismiya.
And this maf'ulun bihi is jumla ismiya.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? So we have to break down. So don't be surprised, oh khabar, why we are within the khabar, how we can have mubtada and khabar. Yes, we can have. Right?
Yes.
So in this is allati is our ism mawsul, and then here, what is this here doing here?
Yeah.
This is basically ayat because allati is here, right? And we need, if we, let's say if there was not here, allati darisatun. Right? So the one who studied fil madrasati, in the school. So this here is coming as a as a aid of it. This is, and then this is our jumla ismiya, right? And here we're gonna say this is our mubtada, and darisatun is the khabar, right? And fil madrasati is MB. Okay. And the whole thing is basically maful bihi. Make sense?
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. So whenever we have a sentence, doesn't matter the not sentence, but you know, mubtada can be the very long thing, right?
Yeah.
So we have to further break it down within mubtada, and khabar could be the whole jumla, complete jumla, ismi or failure, and we need to break it down. Now, aid inside. All the example we did so far were of this type. So hunna allati kulna dhalika. So hunna, ladies, they are allati, one who, kulna has hunna in it, right? Kulna, they said dhalika, that, right? So now we are looking inside aid over here. Hunna is hunna, right? Plural ladies. And then allati, what do we have inside?
That's also feminine.
It is feminine. It is plural.
Allati is hunna, basically.
Yeah.
Allati is hunna.
And
And then
kulna also has hunna.
hunna.
Yeah.
Kulna is hunna.
Right? So they are matching in number and gender. So that is the example of inside ayat.
Inside ayat.
Implied ayat. Case number 1. In two types of ism tool, ayat is implied and therefore can be omitted. Ma and man. So implied ayat gonna be either in ma or man. Haza ma kultuhu. This is what kultu, I, who said. Literally gonna be I said it. So this is what I said it. Right? But doesn't make sense. So this is what I said. The translation that would make sense is this is what I said. But you will find even Arab, when they are talking, they when they are translating in English, talking in English, so because their mind is translating what they how they speak in Arabic, right? So you will see that they are translating, this is what I said it. They talk like that. But in English, it doesn't make sense, right? So this is what I said. And over here, we can see that ma is huwa and kultu is anta. Oh, sorry, kultu is ana.
Ana.
Yeah.
Anta, kultu.
Kultu is ana.
Ana.
So they are not talking about same thing. Right? Kultu is ana and ma is huwa. So that's why we need, yeah. So we need aid over here. So haza ma kultu hu. Case number 2. It can be omitted if the sila is jumla ismiya made up of mubtada and mutalik bil khabar. Inna allati hiya min Pakistan. So inna, indeed, allati, the one who, she is from Pakistan. Now, inna allati gonna be what?
Mubtada.
Inna is harfun nasab, it need ismu. Where is the ismu inna?
So with
Allati.
allati, hiya,
Allati.
both. If it's
And now allati and then hiya, they are going to be together,
yeah, it's mubtada.
right? Because this is the sila.
Yeah, and then min Pakistan will be
متعلق بالخبر.
MBK.
Yeah. So the one who, now allati, so what they are saying, it can be omitted
So
if
yeah, we
the
don't
sila
have to.
jumla ismiya made up of mubtada and mutalik bil khabar.
So we don't have to translate the hiya.
Yeah, yeah. It should. It can be like that. Innallati hiya min Pakistan, but we can omit as well. Basically, this is what it is saying. Innallati min Pakistan. So they are saying that if there is MBK and mubtada, right, no khabar, then possibility is that we can omit it.
So basically, this is all jumla ismiya and allati are together. So inna plus jumla ismiya will be just inna and ismi inna. Mubtada.
Yeah, so it is mubtada and min
Mubtada.
Pakistan is MBK.
But if we omit it, how can we omit it if allati and hiya is the compound ism? Or it's just
Yeah.
in the
No,
translation?
then this will be our mubtada and this is our MBK, right?
But allati should come with the ism, the
That's
silatul.
what they are saying, that allati, when this is the case that we have just mubtada and mutalik bil khabar, then and it's look like mostly in spoken. How
Yeah,
come?
yeah, the translation, yeah, in the
Yeah,
translation.
in a
I think-
speaking, right.
I think
So
one thing that silatul masul has to be a like full sentence. So here itself cannot be just sila. It has to be like here min Pakistan. So that will be jumla ismiya is coming as a sila. So allati and sila is not separable. So they are together. So with inna, it could, I think the whole thing should be just mubtada, isn't it?
yeah, exactly, grammar wise, right?
Yeah.
Grammar wise.
So grammar wise it will make more sense, but I think the thing that we are discussing over here, it's more like spoken.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
So they are saying that it can be omitted. So both options are there.
I see.
Okay, next one. So more example, detached, inside, and implied. Alladhina, I like more Quranic example. I'm not
Yeah.
interested in spoken.
Yes. Me too.
Okay, so alladhina hum fi solatihim khashi'un. Alladhina, it is starting a sentence because we are not looking at what is before, if we are just taking it as a sentence. So what is alladhina over here?
Mubtada.
Mubtada.
Wallazina hum
The
fi
whole thing should
salatihim,
be
the
mubtada, right?
mubtada, and khashi'un is the khabar. Because when we started with the ism mawsul, then it comes as a mubtada.
So
Then we can't separate them, right? So
yeah,
inseparable.
the sila,
thing
the whole sila is basically one thing, right? Because
Yes.
hum,
Yeah.
and then fi solatihim.
Yes, so the whole thing is mubtada. Allazina hum fi salatihim
Him
khashi'un.
Khashi. Yeah, because whom is our mubtada, this is our MBK, and this is our khabar.
Khabar, yeah.
Right? So we can take the whole thing as a sila.
I think Sila will stop at Salatihim.
No, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Then
Khashi'un is the khabar.
Khashi'un
exactly.
is khabar. Alladhina hum fi salatihum जो है ना मुब्तदा हो गया together and khashi'un खबर हो गई तो जुमला इसमिया बन गया basically.
So
Yeah, okay.
allazina is
Allazina.
attached to the hum fi salatihim khashi'un. That's the silatuhu of allazina.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
so it cannot be separable.
Yeah.
Right. It will be mubtada and then khashi'un is the jumla fi'liya coming as a khabar.
No, full thing
No,
is
the whole
there's a
thing, the
sila.
allazina hum fi salatihim khashi'un, the whole thing is supposed to be mubtada.
Okay, yeah, we need to check
beginning.
what is next.
Yeah, yeah, because they're not inseparable. They're not separable. We cannot take khashi'un as separately because it's attached to the hum, and hum is the silatuhu of the
Because
allazina.
Khashi'un is talking about whom, right?
Yeah. So the whole thing is one bucket.
When you're doing prayer.
Yeah, the allazina hum fi salatihim khashi'un, that is the one bucket.
You
So
know,
depending
this is what surah is it?
this surah is
Suratul
Al-Mu'minun.
Yeah.
Al-Ma'un.
No,
Surah number
not Al-Maun. No, not Al-Maun.
Allazina.
No, that is that is different.
Mu'minun. Surat
Yeah, that
Al-Mu'minun.
would be Al-Mu'minun. And there should
Ayah
be
number
something
2.
at the
Ayah
Surat
number 2 है.
Al-Mu'minun.
No, alladhina hum an salatihum sahun.
that is Surat Maun, right? But
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
This is
And
different.
ayah number
That
2.
should be in Surah Muminun if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, this look like Surat Muminun, and there should be some khabar at the end because a couple of what should I say, the like sifat are mentioned, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
after them the certification of their success is given, right? So
Yes.
basically that would be the khabar then.
Yes.
So what is the final decision?
So final decision, yes, they are, the whole thing is basically mubtada, right? But we are looking over here the ayat basically, right? So
Right.
the ayat is basically whom for allazina over here.
I see.
So allazina is the ism mawsul and whom is the ayat, and notice they are matching in number and gender. Right? So basically since the whole sentence is not over here in front of us, so that's why we cannot see. But where is
I see. Yeah. You know,
Yeah, but-
Sada, there is a sentence before قد أفلح المؤمنون. So basically, the whole thing, الذين هم في صلاتهم, it is
yeah, so that
coming
is
as
the sifa. That is the
These are
sifa.
Sifa mu'minun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Okay, it is incomplete segment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
al-mu'minun ki sifa
Khabar
bata.
will be in the end, like, what is for them.
Yeah,
That is
exactly.
khabar.
Yeah,
Right. Now it makes sense. قد
Subhanallah.
أفلح المؤمنون.
Subhanallah. Okay, next one. Inside. Okay. Innahu, indeed he, laysa not, lahu for him, sultanun, any authority, alallazina, on those, amanu, they believed, wa ala rabbihim yatawakkalun, and on their Rabb, they have tawakkul. So now over here, how we are going to break it down? Inna, who is our
Mubtada.
mubtada? Laysa lahu sultanun, and then sultan.
And then Allah, yeah, and then alal lazina until the end is the K.
Yeah. So that is basically the khabar then. And what kind of khabar is it? Jumla ismiya fi'liya?
No, Laysa is for Jumla Ism.
Laysa, it's ism is mubtada, right? So label would be Jumla Ismiya, right? So Kan Allahu Kan Allahu Ghafurur Rahima. So the ism of Laysa would be supposed to be nasab, right? And we do not find anything nasab over here, so we're gonna think that the huwa inside is basically the ism of Laysa. And the khabar of Laysa should be rafa in status.
Sultanun.
We don't find anything rafa in status, so I think that is
Sultanun is
in Kan Allahu. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sultanun is
Sultan is the ism of Laysa. Jazakallah khairan kaseera. Okay, so Sultanun is ism Laysa because this is rafa in status. So we're gonna say there is no authority for him, so that is our MB. Okay, and there is no khabar. Okay, there is no khabar of Laysa in that sentence. So we have Laysa and Sultan together is making our mubtada. Lahu is MBK, and this mubtada is muakhar, right? So there is no authority at all, we can say, because this is muqaddam. Lahu is muqaddam, MBK is muqaddam over here, right?
Yeah.
And then alal lazina, on those who believed. Now what this fragment doing here?
There is MBK.
MBK, yeah.
Yeah.
Not in Nahw. Another MBK, because there is no restriction for having multiple MBKs, right? So that is another MBK. So there is no authority for him, alal lazina, on those who believed. And that is talking about shaitan basically, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that shaitan does not have any authority on the believers. Subhanallah.
Ustaza, I have a question. So the allazina is ism mawsul, so won't the amanu ala rabbihim yatawakkalun, the whole thing is the silatuhu, because there is harfu ataf, right? Wa ala rabbihim yatawakkalun.
Yeah, we can take it. It doesn't hurt, right?
Yeah.
We can take the whole thing, or we can just take this thing and then we can say the wa ala rabbihim yatawakkalun is the mutufun ala to previous thingy, right? So both ways fine, whatever makes sense to you.
Okay.
So now this is alallazina amanu is our MBK. Now allazina is whom, right? And amanu is whom. So they are matching in number and gender. We do not need aid here. They are talking about the same thing. Allazina is referring to amanu, right?
Yes. So that's the inside ayat.
Yeah, so that is inside ayat. And then ala rabbihim, another MB K.
MBF होगा ना आमनु का है ना ये.
Yeah, Ustad, that is one bucket. That's what I was saying, that the whole thing amanu wa ala rabbihim yatawakkalun, that is the whole thing is the silatuhu for allazina. Because otherwise it will go back to innahu, which is not right.
Allazina amanu, those and they, and ala rabbihim, and on their Rabb, yatawakkalun, they believe. They have tawakkal.
Trust.
Yeah.
So this is the whole thing is one bucket.
Yeah,
So
you can.
Allah is harfu jar, and allazina amanu wa ala rabbihim yatawakkalun, the whole thing is ism majroor.
Yeah, we can take this.
Ism majroor.
Yeah, for Allah.
Ala is harfu jar. Allazina is ism majroor. If allazina is a majroor, then amanu gonna be is a majroor as well, because this is the sila.
Yeah, wa ala
Right, the
rabbihim
whole
yatawakkalun too.
and then it will be ataf.
Yeah,
ataf
and then
laha.
wa ala rabbihim yatawakkalun is the motufun ala for ala allazina amanu.
It will be mutaliqul bil khabar hoga.
Yeah, the whole thing is MBK.
Yeah, the whole thing
Mutaliq
is
laysa.
right? Yeah.
Oh.
So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that there is no authority at all lahu for him, or he has, we can say, right? Because even MBK Muqaddam, we can make translation into has or have. So indeed, he does not have any authority over amanu, the believers, right? Wa ala rabbihim, and
Or those, or allazina, those
yeah, and
who-
ala rabbihim
those who
yatawakkalun,
believe.
and over those, yeah, who have tawakkul on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, on their Rabb. Yeah. So this is how it will go. Make sense?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Yes.
The class is very quiet today for some reason.
Are they?
I'm reading. Why are you not talking?
No, I agree totally with you, Mary. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The whole thing is.
Ustaza, I have a question. This Rabbihim, like it comes, it's supposed to give some meaning. Can you explain on that? Like Allah Rabbihim, and then the field comes. So what's the reason it happens for that? The field coming last and Rabbihim.
When a fail coming last, and we have MBK Muqaddam,
On
yes, it's gonna give you the meaning of hasar,
yes.
right? So they have tawakkul only on their Rabb.
Only, acha, only. So that's when you're saying only, you say jar majroor first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can like imply that in it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, jazak.
Really, okay, next one implied.
But the MBK stands for متعلق خبر.
متعلق بالخبر.
Yeah, متعلق بالخبر.
متعلق بالخبر. So M for متعلق, B for bill,
and K for khabar.
Okay, exactly.
We are cool student over here. we try to make things easy. Subhanallah. Okay, next one implied.
Implied. Sabbaha. I can try this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sabbaha lillahi. Sabbaha fi'l madi. Fa'iluhu huwa lillahi. Jar majrur. Lafz jalala. Muta'alliqul bil fi'l. Ma is ismi mawsul. Fis samawati wal ardi. This is Silatul Mawsul, but there is implied aid here. Huwa fis samawati wal ardi. This is Silatul Mawsul. Wa huwa azizul hakim. There is another Jumla Ismiya, and it is matuf ila on the fis samawati wal ardi. So the whole ma fis samawati wal ardi wa huwa al azizul hakim. The whole Jumla Ismiya is coming as a maf'ul bihi for Sabbaha, and that is Isma Mawsul, and Silatul Mawsul is coming as a maf'ul bihi in this sentence.
Ma fi samawati wal ard is the maf'ulun bihi, not wa huwa al-azizul hakim.
No, ma is Isma Mawsul. Huwa fi samawati wal ardi is Silatul Mawsul है. और ये वहुवल अजीजुल हकीम is ataf हो रहा है. This जुमला इसमिया is matuf ila for
Can be jumla by itself, and this wow could be voiced in afiya, because ataf is not making sense here.
That's the ma fi samawati wal ard is the maf'ulun bihi for sabaha.
Right. Either it will finish here and it will be different jumla ismiya, it is possible. But they are saying harfi ataf in some of the scholars are saying it is harfi ataf, and it could be if it is harfi ataf, then it will be the whole thing will be maf'ul bihi.
Because when we are doing ataf, where we are going to do ataf with? If we are saying
going back to,
this is maf'ulun bihi, right?
Say it again, please.
So ma fi samawati wal ardi is maf'ulun bihi. Right. So we can refer back to this one, because sabaha, everything is doing tasbih or glorifying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whatever is in the heaven and the earth.
Right.
And then wahuwal azizul hakim,
that goes back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
That's
going back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why they are not connected.
They cannot be matuf.
Itself,
it
is
it's a complete sentence by itself, but huwa is referring to Allah here, Allah Ta'ala.
So we can say wow could be voiced in afiya, or that our knowledge is little. So if some scholar are making it ataf, they might have their point, which we are not able to grab right now. Right. Yeah. For us, is istinafiya making more sense for our level, right? So this is how we can say it.
Yeah, even ma is whatever, right? And huwa is singular. It does not make sense to take it back to ma. It cannot be matufun Allah to ma. It goes back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I don't know.
Yeah, this is maf'ulun bihi, right?
Yeah.
So
It cannot go back to this. Yeah.
MashaAllah.
Al-Aziz al-Hakim, khabar 1 and khabar 2 ho jayega na? Khabar 1 and khabar 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, huwa is the mubtada, and Al-Aziz is khabar 1 and Al-Hakim is khabar 2.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah.
And after is ma, we put huwa. So huwa is singular, but ma is referring to everything. So should we?
No, ma is huwa.
Yeah, it's referring to everything, but inside ma, we think that huwa is there, right? And this huwa is referring to whatever. Okay, so that's why we are implying this huwa, and that is basically the ayat of it. Yeah.
Too much ayat
today. So this is an example where the ayat can be avoided, right? Like
implied.
Implied, not avoided, implied. Yeah, it is missing, it is hidden, right? Basically, it is so obvious that they just omitted, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But for us, we need to see it, right? Because we are not that our understanding is not that clear, right? So that's why we are just highlighting that basically it is there. In grammar wise, it's so obvious they just omit.
Yeah, okay. Like it is understood. It is understood.
Yeah, it is understood. It is implied. Yeah.
Just like we speak, like we understand, and then, but in Arabic we cannot. So.
Make sense?
Yes.
Yes. And so this in the ayah there are two sentences. That's what the conclusion is, right? So like
yeah, Azizul Hakim. Yeah, this is sentence by itself.
Yeah, it's a sentence. Okay.
Okay, now constructing the ayat attached. The attached ayat is required when ism mawsul and the subject of the sila are talking about different things. We saw this example already. So one more example, sami'tu, I heard, allazi, the one who, takallama. What is takallama? Felun Madin. Failuhu.
Anta.
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 No, I think it's Huwa Allama family.
Exactly.
Ta'allama family. Huwa.
Okay, lady is Madi. Right? It has fatha at the end. So
Yeah.
that is telling us this is Madi. Right? Even though you saw the beginning, but that should not confuse us when we see fatha at the end. Basically, this is Madi Huwa version.
Takallama yatakallamu, right?
Yeah. So this is Huwa version. Now, we are just looking, okay, we just mostly doing that, okay. Allazi is Huwa and Takallama is Huwa. So perfectly they are matching, but we need to look, are they talking about the same thing? Sami'tu, I heard the one who, now this is a person, right? The one who, Takallama, the one who spoke. Okay, let's see what they are saying. In the example above, Allazi is talking about the man who spoke. The subject of the sila is the man who spoke, the same man. For this reason, the huwa inside of the takallama suffice the aid. Okay, that's why we are not finding who over here. We don't need aid because they are talking about the same person.
Yeah.
Right? Allazi is huwa, takallama is huwa, and they are same person. They are not different people. Right? So that's why aid is not required over here.
I see. So this huwa itself is aid. Antakallama.
Yeah, this is takallama has huwa inside aid and allazi has huwa, and they are talking about the same person. So that's why basically we do not need aid over here.
Right.
And that is the example of why they are saying attached. It should be the attached.
Inside.
Okay, maybe
we don't need the extra one after the takallama. We don't have to attach anything because there's already huwa. I think that's what it means.
Okay, maybe next examples they are. Okay, note if the fail used is associated with the harf, the aid will attach to that harf. Okay, no, that is different example. Okay, so basically they are saying that we need aid only when the things are different, like Isam Mosul and Sila, they are talking about different things, but over here in this example, they are same, right? So that's why we do not need aid, right? So this is basically what it is saying. Okay, now let's see. Now we are going to talk about fail, I believe. So note if the fail used is associated with the harf. We know that some haruf are married with some haruf, right? So if the fail is associated with the harf, the aid will attach to that harf as we saw in the example above. If the fail takes a direct mafulun bihi, the aid will attach to the fail directly as seen in the example below. Okay. I put this example over here. Let's see. So we recite Surat Fatiha, right? Siratul ladhina an'amta alayhim. Right? Path of those an'amta you bestowed or you blessed, you bestowed on them, alayhim. Right? So now allazina is what? Whom? An'amta is what?
Anta.
That's anta.
They're different.
Anta. They are different. We need aid. And now an amta need ala. Right? So this fail is married with ala when it is talking about some blessing descend on someone. Right? When blessing is descending on someone, we need the word ala that is going to be married with this fail. Naam, ala. Okay, so that's why we can see that this him is attached with this ala, this harf. So we can look at the ayat where we can look at the ayat when it is jumla failure with the haruf preposition, which is our MBF, right? So we can look in MBF, or we can look even within mafulun bihi. If it is taking direct maful, right? So then we can take it as a why I'm saying direct maful, because sometimes it takes indirect maful. That is different topic, lazim and mutaddi thingy, right? So let's not go that deep, otherwise it will be confusing. So when it is it can be attached to mafulun bihi. Okay, in jumla failure, I'm going to repeat myself. In jumla failure, where we can find the ayat, we can try to look at the ayat for MBF, right? Or even mafulun bihi. And that is the example of harf. So this is our MBF, and we can see that this him is basically the ayat of it. Another example.
Ma'am, I think it's been enough, please.
Now the easy part is coming.
Okay, we are almost done. I was thinking that we can finish this topic today. We want to continue next class.
This is the easy one, the last two.
Yeah, exactly.
The hard part was gone.
These are Quranic examples.
Subhanallah. I love you, my love. What's your name? What's your name? I love your masumiyat, huh?
Raksha.
Take it anymore.
Bear with us 5 more minutes, inshallah. We are just repeating, nothing new, just repeating whatever we've done so far. So, qara'tul kutuba. So, qara'tu mean I recited or I read. Basically, we refer to Quran, right? So that's why, but it could be reading, right? Qara'tu, I read. Kutuba.
Al-Kitabu.
Kutubun. So that would be kutubun, and then we have al, so it is kutuba. So basically, this is kutubun, kitab, books.
Yeah.
Okay.
The books.
So kutubun, and then it could be kutuban, or it could be kutubin. Right? That's singular. Kutubun is broken plural, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, broken.
So I don't know if it is fully flexible. Kutubun, kutuban, kutubin. I think it is fully flexible.
With al, it becomes fully flexible.
Yeah, and then we have al with it, right? So basically, this is our maful, right? So I read what?
The books.
So this is our mafulun bihi. I read the books. Now, allati, which, why we are using allati over here?
Because kutub is a broken plural.
Exactly, broken plural, and it is considered here.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why we are using allati over here. Okay, so I read the books that Hamza, allati which or that, kataba ha Hamza tu. Right? So Hamza tu is the file of kataba. So Hamza wrote, and now this ha should be them over here. Right?
Yeah.
This is the ayat.
That's a maf'ulun bihi for kataba.
So, but we are not translating this ayat, this ha over here. So now, Qaratul Kutuba, this is our fail, file, and maf'ul. Now, what is allati doing here?
So, Ustaza, we're gonna have to find ayat for allati. So, ha is the ayat for allati. Katabaha. That is an attached ayat.
That's what I said.
Hamza
Now, what is allati over here?
It's the Mosul.
Mosul.
I know it's a Mosul.
Mosul.
I think it's the sifa of
This is the sifa.
Is it coming as sifa?
Exactly.
Oh,
so al,
Al-Latifa.
you see, whenever we have proper ism,
Oh yeah, right,
and right after proper ism, we have all these small mosula, they're most likely gonna be the sifa of it.
Sifa, yeah. Proper.
So the whole thing is sifa. And now
The whole
allati
thing
is
is
the mosul. Allati is mosul, katabaha hamza tu is basically the sila of it. Right? And then kataba is felun madin huwa, and this ha is going back to allati. And that is the ayat basically.
So sifa fi mahalli
Ustada al-kitab allati katabaha hamzatu, the whole thing is maf'ulun bihi, right?
Yes.
No, why maf'ulun bihi?
Because qara'tu, I read. What
Okay.
I read,
Okay, yeah, I got it. Not maf'ulun bihi. Yeah, you can say in a sense, but we are saying this is the sifa of al kutuba, right? If it is sifa, we can say fi mahalli nasab, because that is the basically maf'ul, right?
Yeah.
Mahalli nasab, and we can say maf'ulun bihi.
The
Because
whole thing will be maf'ul bihi. It is mawsuf sifa fragment.
Yeah, whole thing. The al-kitab is the
fragment.
mawsuf, and allati katabaha hamzatun is the sifa. So
exactly.
the whole mawsuf
The whole
sifa is coming as maf'ulun bihi for qara'tu.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Detail.
This is how it will go. Okay, let me repeat one more time. So qara'tu fi'lun madin, fa'iluhu ana, right? Al-kutuba is the maf'ulun bihi. And then we see al. So this this ism is proper, and after the proper ism we have any asma mosul that becomes the sifa of it, right? So basically this thing is sifa mosuf, the whole thing. If it is sifa mosuf, and we said that karatu, I read what? I read the books, and that is our maf'ulun bihi as well, right?
Yeah.
So maf'ulun bihi, and then we're gonna say fi mahalli
Nasab.
nasab
Maf'ul bihi.
maf'ulun bihi, right?
Yeah, that is, now it is getting simple.
Yeah, exactly. And then ha is referring back to allati, and basically this is the ayat.
Then we can further break down katabaha hamzatun, like sujumla failure. Katabaha is the
yeah. So hamzatun is the file, and kataba is felun madin huwa, and ha
is maf'ulun bihi.
maf'ulun bihi.
अब समझ आ रहा है.
Alhamdulillah. This is Raksha.
Yes.
See, you were stopping us.
Now your hard work is paying off.
ये मुझे कभी नहीं समझ आता. I'm really scared of it. Like, मुझे कभी नहीं समझ आता.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Now you are going to teach it, okay? So in this week, find someone and just
whether you understand or not.
who
Recording
cares
tomorrow
they
again.
understand or not. Your understanding gonna increase, inshallah.
Just pick up the phone and start talking.
You know, like the poet, they just want to say their poetry. Who cares someone understand or they don't understand, right? So, okay,
I'll
next.
try to listen to the recording tomorrow again, and then it will get.
Inshallah. Inshallah. You can ask me any question if you are not clear on anything, okay?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, next one. Lakitu. Lakitu mean I met. This is from Lakia. 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 Yalka, I believe. So that is Bab Samia. Bab Samia Yasmau.
Lakia Yalki.
Laqa yalqiya.
Laka Yalki?
Laqa.
Alka Yalki. That is different. That is family, Aslama family. That is Alka Yalki.
I see.
Okay. But in family one, it is Lakia Yalka. This is what I'm remembering right now. We can double check. Okay, so Lakitu, and that's why you can see Lakitu. So that is Lakia. That is also giving us hint. Lakitu. So I met Allati, the one who, Hiya Amilatun, she is the worker, fil madrasati, in madrasa, in school. So now, Lakitu, I met who? So the whole thing is our what?
مفعول به في محل نصب.
Maf'ulun bihi. And then Allati is a Mosul. This is our Sila. The Sila is itself whole Jumla Ismiya. Right? And this here is basically Ayat, going back to Allati. Right? And then Amilatun. So here is Mubtada.
هي
Amilatun
عاملة
is the Khabar. And MBK.
Yes.
عاملة, isn't that the outside door of here?
Hello?
Yeah, عاملة.
Hello? Can have outside door in Jumla Ismiya?
Oh no.
Subhanallah. Now I think I need to stop.
Yeah, هي عاملة في المدرسة. Okay. All right.
Here is Jumla Ismiya, right? So
Yes.
outside
Yeah,
door,
yeah.
what we are having outside door in Jumla Ismiya?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Interesting. Okay, now inside. And the inside ayat only ever appear as pronoun inside a fail when the sila is Jumla failure. And when constructing, be sure that the pronoun in the fail matches with the ism mawsul in number and gender. So whom they are. So this is our Jumla Ismiya. Allazina, those who, qalu, they said, dhalika, that. So they are the ones who said that, right? Basically, this is the thing. So allazina is whom, qalu is whom. We do not need either over here, right?
Yeah, it's inside.
Qalu had a home itself.
Yeah. Okay, implied one, we already saw so many examples and these are same, right? So it's easy. And even when the sila is Jumla Ismiya made up of Mubtada, that is a pronoun and a mutalik bil khabar. The mubtada can be omitted. We saw this example as well in the previous, right?
Yeah.
So in al-lazina, in the rabbika, so there is no khabar, right? So they are saying that we can omit this whom over here. Again, this is basically so obvious, right? So that's why they are just omitting. In al-lazina, hum in the rabbika. You will see in Quran Pak a lot that they just omit the aido in that case.
Basically, a Jumla Ismiya is coming as a sila here with al-ladina. Whom, but we are not saying whom, but it is understood.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks God. Okay.
Okay, so I think we can end over here, and let me know if we need. I think it's gonna be too much if we have one more session on that. What do you guys think?
I think we are done, Ustada.
Yeah. So, you know, when we are analyzing, basically we analyze everything. We do not just analyze whatever topic we are touching, right? So, inshallah, that will keep coming and we will have everything in practice. So, inshallah, next class, we're going to move on to, I think that is next is Sifa, complex Sifa.
Oh, that will be good. Yeah.
Yeah, inshallah, very interesting. So, inshallah, we will start with the next class, next topic. So with that, we can end our session. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Quranil Hakim wa nafani wa iyyakum bi ayati wa dhikril hakim. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa nastaghfiruka wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifuna wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.